Hello. And I'm back. I'm back like you never thought I would be again. It's been 2 years, which in the grand scheme of things, that's not a long time, but when the world of the internet, I guess that's a very, very long time to be away. And the last video I made was about me going through burnout, which was very true. As you can tell, I had to take 2 years off. And the topic of today's video is going to kind of address why that was, and get into more of like where I am now and kind of why I made that decision. So essentially the topic of today's video is that not everything needs to be monetized, okay? Not all of your hobbies need to be made into lucrative businesses. And I finally got to that point with my art where it was like I reached a point where it was like, this is tedious and too much. And I realized like I genuinely did not want to sell my work. Like I was happier just sharing it with people. And of course, if I made a sale, like, yeah, that's nice. But I did not want that to be like my entire life. I didn't want it to make that my full-time job because it, like, a lot of the joy I got out of creating was kind of sucked out of it once I started doing like more art shows, trying to like post online all the time, sell my work, make sure my Instagram was up to date. Like that stuff gets draining and it's daunting, and yeah, that kind of takes all the fun out of it. And again, this is not for everybody. This is just me personally, where I got to the point where it was just like, I'm doing this and I'm genuinely not even enjoying it anymore. Like this has become just another chore, like a task that I feel like I need to do. But I didn't like that because, yeah, again, I do art for fun. And if I can sell stuff, cool. And if somebody wants to buy my stuff, cool. But, at the end of the day, that wasn't what I was doing it for. And so I realized like, yeah, I kind of just need to take a step back, and that's what I did. So yeah, I guess and then I started thinking more about it, like, what is it? And I get it. I get why people feel the need to monetize everything. Like, unfortunately, like, look at the world, look at the economy. We're in shambles right now. Like, we are in shambles. I understand that people are trying to make extra money in like any way, shape, or form that they can. That's why there's so many people like starting YouTube channels, trying to be TikTok stars. Like it really is to the point where it's like, I need to make some money. But for me, it's just like, if you genuinely don't want to do that, because some people, like, they're fine, but I think what people don't realize is like, once your hobby becomes your job, like it's no longer, it's a business now. And like that requires a lot more thought, a lot more effort, a lot more time. And if you're going to it thinking it's going to be like fun all the time, it's not going to be fun most of the time, because you're going to have to worry about like, you know, branding, how much you're posting, what your sales are like it just really becomes a whole other thing. And for me, again, personally, I just wasn't a fan of that. It wasn't something that I really wanted to do. And I guess it took me taking those 2 years off, to really like sit and think about like, what do I want out of this? And I realized like, yeah, no, I have fun drawing what I want when I want, posting what I want when I want. Like I don't like having like feeling obligated that I need to post or else like, oh, I'm gonna lose followers. Like I didn't like being like beholden to the algorithm, being forced to just like share stuff when I really didn't feel like it, forcing myself to draw a lot of times when I didn't feel like it. On one hand, like it's good to kind of build up that habit, that skill set where it's just like, yeah, the more you draw, the better you get with anything. Like the more you play music, the more you write, like you're just going to naturally kind of get better and better. So yeah, that was fine, but it was just like the drive that like I need to post these things. Like I wasn't doing it just because I wanted to challenge myself. It was like, no, I need to have a picture to post every single day or else like I'm gonna lose followers. Like I need to be constantly posting. I have to be consistent. And yeah, as you can see with this YouTube channel, for example, I don't like to do that. I just kind of like to do this for fun. I'm not trying to make a business out of it. And I really had to realize that like that was okay. And I think that's another point that I want to address. Like, it's okay if you don't want to do that. I think because we're in this like hustle culture grind mindset, like you gotta always be working and hustling and you can't ever take a break and stop, which one is just not good for your mental health. Let's be real here. You gotta kind of stop. The relaxation is okay. It's okay to not be doing anything all the time. Like that's fine. But yeah, I think just that culture, this constant like go, like you must always be like building and branding and like selling yourself and making money. It's like it really takes a toll on people. And I think it's it's fine if you are not a fan of that. If you're not into that, if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. And I had to get to that point myself where I realized, like, I don't want to do it. Like, I was just letting that mindset and that culture kind of influence me, where it's just like, if you have a talent, you have to utilize it. And it's just like, you don't. Having a talent is good enough. Like, you don't even have to post things if you don't want. Like, it's completely fine to just have your hobbies be hobbies, have your skills and your talents just for yourself. Like, that's completely fine. You don't need to build that into anything if you don't want to. Again, if you want to make it into a business and you're that kind of person where you think like that'll be fine for you and you can make that work, go for it. We see people do that all the time. More power to you. Again, I realize I'm just not that kind of person. That's not what I want to do. And again, like, while taking this like 2 years off, I also thankfully got a new job, and it's a job I really enjoy and I really love. And I think that kind of ties into it too, because growing up I always felt like, a regular job, it's not good enough. You don't need to, you need to do more than that. But like, now I've realized that like I have a job doing what I went to school for, which again, I know a lot of people can't say that, but like, I'm thankful that it's a job that like is in the career field that I want to be in, for a company that's very like really well ran. My coworkers are excellent. What I get to do is fun for me. So I think making that switch, like leaving the job environment I was at before, which was just really toxic and really not conducive to like wanting to grow as an individual within the company, outside, it just wasn't, it was really just like tedious. Every day was the same thing. You weren't learning anything. There was no room for advancement, no room for growth. So I think getting out of that environment and getting into a place where I felt like, oh, this is, I'm enjoying this. I think that also helped to solidify that I was like, oh, you know what? I can actually be okay with this. Like, there's nothing wrong with being comfortable, I guess being content. Like, and I mean comfortable not in the sense of like monetarily, because like, yeah, we're all struggling. I'm struggling. And we're all, welcome to 2024. Like, it's, everybody's struggling financially right now, unless you're just like one of the lucky chosen few to be like, born a millionaire. Like, everyone's kind of struggling. So I kind of try to take that out of it as much as I can. Again, like, yes, money, definitely everyone needs money to survive. But I guess I try to look at it in the sense of like comfort and like contentment, and as far as like, I'm okay doing this job and I don't feel like I need to do anything more. So like, I don't feel like I need to kill myself to like do something better or more, like just to fulfill some like never ending like, idea that like I need to monetize everything. Like, I think I got to the point where it's just like, I'm fine having my career, my job be my job, and my hobbies be my hobbies. And like, if I choose to sell things or if I choose to do art shows again, like, that's my choice. I don't feel obligated to. And that really has kind of opened up the door for me. Like, I felt like the end of last year and the beginning of this year, I mean, it's just started, it's only January. But I feel like I have been my most creative, and I've also like enjoyed what I'm creating a lot more. And it's nothing like major. I haven't been painting because I kind of shifted gears a lot because I did a lot of painting back in 2020, with the idea that like I wanted to do a solo exhibition, but then of course everything happened. That didn't happen. And I think that also took the wind out of my sails a little bit, just having that like roadblock and being like, okay, what do I do now? So I did take a break from painting. I haven't really done much traditional painting, but I have been doing a lot more digital art because I picked up an iPad, and I used to always be kind of iffy about it because I just didn't have a tablet that I liked. But yeah, I've been doing a lot more digital art. I've actually shifted gears. I do more food illustrations now. Like, I illustrate food, that like pictures I take of like when I go out to restaurants or like food I make. And I really, really love it. And it's something I didn't see myself doing, because if you guys know me or you have been following this channel for any time, or just my other like Instagrams or anything, I had my start in like dark art surrealism, which I still enjoy very much. Multifaceted. But yeah, I still love dark art. I still love surrealism, horror. I still am into that. But I think I was kind of compartmentalizing. Like, there are parts of myself that I felt like, oh, this isn't going to be lucrative. Like, I can't post this on my Instagram because doesn't fit in with my brand or my aesthetic or with everything else. And it's like, I finally got to the place, like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. I'm a person. I have different things that I like to enjoy, and sometimes they're on complete opposite sides of the spectrum. It doesn't matter. So yeah, I've been doing a lot more food illustrations. That's been my primary focus. Again, I enjoy it a lot. I do it for fun. It's like, it's really kind of forcing me to like switch gears from what I was doing before and like really focus on like I don't know, like just getting into like the detail work and stuff like that, which I wasn't doing before, so that's been a lot of fun. I've also started baking, which they kind of go hand in hand because I realized like, yeah, I really enjoy baking. And it was something I've always kind of liked. I never really did it much, but it was always something like when I did do it, I enjoyed it. So now, like, yeah, I have been making an effort to bake more and like give out things to people. I love giving like baked goods as gifts, so that's been fun to just like experiment, like grow that hobby, like get better and better at it as I keep baking. I've taught myself how to make GIFs now. Like I've been GIF making of like different shows I've been watching. That's been really fun too. Like, I don't know, I think taking that break, like I finally like rediscovered, like I just like making stuff. I like working with my hands. I like always just being active and creative. And this way I get to do that without feeling obligated to share it, without like feeling obligated to make money off of it. Like now I just do it and I share it because it was something fun that I did and I want to share that with other people. And it's just like, yeah, the process of creating is just really fun. Learning something new is really fun. And like not having that added burden of like, is this making money? Is this getting engagement? Is it getting comments and views and blah, blah, blah? I don't have to worry about that anymore. And so that's been like just really refreshing and like rejuvenating, honestly, to just realize like, yeah, I just like to create. That's something I'm always going to want to do, and it can take many different forms and has many different facets, and all of them are good, and I can explore all of them without needing to like pigeonhole myself into like one niche because like that's what's lucrative or like that's like what I've branded myself on. And that's a whole other topic, like branding yourself as a person. Like I'm not a brand. I'm a person, and I have different ideas that I want to share, and they might not always be what people are used to or what I've done in the past. Like I'm constantly growing and evolving as a person, and that means that like my art is going to constantly evolve. What I enjoy is going to evolve. And like this kind of allows me to do that without feeling like it's going to be like a big hindrance to my money or whatever. So yeah, I just wanted to make this like quick update to be like, yeah, I'm still alive and doing stuff. I just, took a break, and I need a much needed break for just like to get my head back on straight and kind of, think about what I wanted to do with my hobbies and career and all that stuff, fun life stuff, that always happens in your mid to late 20s, early 30s, where you just start being like, what do I really want? So yeah, it just made me think about monetizing things, and that's why we got here. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do videos. I won't say like consistently, because let's be real, again, this is something I do for fun as a hobby. So like whenever I think of something, I'll pop on and make a video. But this is not, again, it's not my career. Like I just do this for fun. So when I do hop on here, it's gonna be different topics. I've been really into a lot of dramas, like Asian dramas lately, specifically Chinese dramas, like C-drama, a couple Korean dramas, mostly Thai dramas. So yeah, I've been into like drama land lately, so that's really taken over my life a little bit, so I might talk about that some. That also goes with novels. I've been reading a lot of like C novels and stuff. Those have been really interesting. What else have I been doing? That's about it. Like I said, I've been making like a lot of fandom stuff, getting back into that, because I stopped doing that for a while, because again, that was one thing I felt like, oh, that's not lucrative. It's not going to be sustainable long term, whatever. I just felt like it wasn't mature. It was stupid. It was basically just like letting other people influence my decisions again. But yeah, no, I like being parts of fandoms. I like collaborating with other people. I like reading other people's ideas. I like coming up with my own ideas. I like getting inspiration. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of that. That's where the GIF making comes in. Again, I have been drawing fan art too. Like I've still been doing that, just digital. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of that stuff, just kind of having fun when I can, outside of work, doing life. So yeah, that's just a quick update here. I might be doing some like dramatic readings of like funny posts here and there, because that's just something people have enjoyed me reading things. I don't know why. So I was like, yeah, maybe I'll just do that for fun. So you might see some of those here and there. But again, yeah, if you're still here, thanks for sticking around. If you have any things you want me to look into, yeah, recommendations. C-dramas. I've seen Modazushi, Word of Honor. What else have I seen? The Rise of Phoenixes. God, there's so many. I'm currently watching Playboy right now. It's a Thai drama. It's very good. I don't care what anyone else. I don't care about the hate. It's good. You will not change my mind. I don't want to hear anything else. Yeah, I've read the books. I've read Modazushi, the novels, and also Word of Honor novels as well. So yeah, if you got any recommendations for me, you can throw them down. Oh, Kingdom. Kingdom on Netflix. Very good if you haven't seen it. Sweet Home Season 2. Wasn't a fan. Season 1, I really loved. Season 2, I wasn't really happy with it. But if you have any horror, I'm really into horror. I'm actually really into, like, ancient, like, political drama type things. Those are really interesting to me. Anything in that vein, I'll be interested. I'm not really into, like, the cutesy stuff too much. That's just not my thing. I usually get a little bored with it, but hey, it might be proven wrong. If you got a good one that you think I might like, shoot it down in the comments. Any recommendations, I'm always open for that. So yeah, till next time, I'll see you guys. Yeah, have fun.